All right, let's talk a little basketball. We had a historic matchup between the Cavs and the Thunder last night. Turned out to be a great game. That Cavs team, brother.
Hey, they legit, bro.
Mm,
They
mm,
legit. I feel like we are very much a podcast that holds ourselves accountable. And hey, we were wrong, coming into the
Yeah.
season about those Cavs. I think
Hmm.
when we did our season preview, we were like, I mean, the Cavs are solid. We don't expect them to do anything in the playoffs. They are looking like the best team in the league right about now. And last night's game was incredible, bro. The number one offense versus the number one defense. And for Cleveland to get 129 points on 100 possessions versus the number one defense in the league, bro. With Donovan having a stinker. He only had
One
11.
for 11 in the third quarter, bro. Like
Yeah.
he was really sticking it up. They had to sit him for a while, and they still ran the score up during that time period. It was
Yes.
crazy.
Seven Cavs players scoring in double digits. That front court was doing work, bro.
Crazy.
Mobley and Jarrett, like what that might be the best 4 or 5 duo in the league for real. Like they are incredible. Evan Mobley just cannot speak enough about the strides he's taken this season. He's knocking on 20 and 10. He's going to be an all defense guy again. Bro, Jared Allen, he was looking like the best Cav out there last night, like just impacting so much. And dog, it's just an incredible game. 30 lead changes in that game. It was an incredible game, bro.
The off-ball action for the Cavs, I mean, they made that shit look so easy at moments, bro. You know what I mean? Just like it shit was so sharp. They could like how many offensive rebounds did they get in big moments of the game? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the front court, the guards are shifty as hell, can't stay in front of them. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just the shooting. They consistently find the open man. That was some fun ass basketball. You know what I mean? If you ask why I don't watch the Lakers, because this exists. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watch more OKC. You know what I'm saying? I love Shai's game. I think it's one of the more beautiful games in the league. He scores on every level. Like, I think he's up there with Kyrie as far as the beauty of his game. But the Cavs as a whole, man, that was extremely impressive, bro.
let me read a couple stats from our guy Nikias Duncan. Did some stat work on Darius Garland in 43 clutch minutes so far this season. He's plus 56, which is the best in the NBA. He is 13 of 17 from inside the arc. He is 3 of 7 from deep, and he is 10 of 10 from the free throw line. He also has a 9-to-1 assist turnover ratio in clutch minutes.
Sheesh.
Uh, yeah, and he pointed out that he doesn't have a ton of clutch minutes because they've been beating the dog shit out of everybody.
Put 149 on Denver, dog. Like, god damn.
Jesus.
But yeah, man, that's a fun team. I'm with you. I like OKC's style. You know what I mean? Like that it's the style of basketball I like watching where they play defense and they have I agree with you about Shai's game. But that Cavs team they're a wagon, brother, as the kids would
Defensively
say.
too, bro, they was getting their hands on everything, bro. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like not just protecting the cup out at the guard. Like I don't, they were getting their hands on everything. I mean, they're just a solid team in every way. I mean, we'll see what happens playoff time. You feel me? Like when the pressure ratchets up a little bit, but I think they got it, G. I
Yeah.
think they got it. I
The
think they got it.
Cavs,
I'm
I think the Cavs got it. I think the
yeah,
Cavs. I think they. I don't think. I'm not saying I think they'll win it. I'm saying I
yeah.
think the Cavs got whatever it takes to go as far as they. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm curious. I want a Boston fans perspective here, Jackson, because if I think that I'm a Boston fan, I'm paying attention to seeding now because if you've got to go through New York and Cleveland, that's a tough hill to climb, bro. Like, how are you feeling right now about the prospects of the Celtics coming out the East?
I feel pretty good still. I mean, I think Kristaps had his best game of the season the other night as well. So that is encouraging. I think the Cavs look awesome. The Cavs look fucking awesome. And I think I underrated the leap that Evan Mobley was bound to make. Obviously, he's so young. I think I underrated that. And I think me, like maybe a lot of people, kind of thought that last season's Darius Garland season was more than a one-off season. If he was playing like he did last season, I would not have the faith in the Cavaliers to do anything in the playoffs. I
Yeah,
love
for
Darius
sure.
Garland.
For
2 years ago, I was to my friends, not out loud, getting a takeoff that I thought Darius Garland might be the Cavaliers' best player. That's probably not true, but I love Darius Garland, and so the fact that he's playing as well as he's playing this year, combined with the Evan Mobley leap, makes them a drastically different gives them a drastically different playoff outlook than they had in years past. Evan Mobley being able to, like, they have this two big starting lineup, which is amazing, but the versatility of Mobley to be able to play center as well and let them go small if they want to, like, they are super versatile because of a guy like Evan Mobley, and they're scary. I don't know. I mean, I think the Celtics should still be the favorite in the East, but the Cavaliers look awesome. The Knicks look better. The Celtics have been a little bit up and down recently. I think seeding is interesting. I mean, I think that they're not catching Cleveland. I don't think they're catching Cleveland, even though there's a lot of season left. But I don't think they're catching Cleveland for the 1 seed. They're battling with New York for the 2 seed right now. I expect them to hold the ground there and get to keep the 2 seed, but I don't know. I mean, it would be tough to have to win 2 road series against the Knicks and the Cavs. One very hard-nosed defensive team, and then one sort of offensive juggernaut. 2 very different styles. So I don't know. It's a lot. I'll say this: when we had this conversation in like November, late November, maybe, I was like,
I notice you're not referring to the Cavs as cute in the answer.
They're not cute. No, they've graduated from cute. I think they've graduated from cute. I think they've officially graduated from cute. We'll see how tight Donovan Mitchell's booty hole gets in round 2 and round 3.
I mean, but we saw last night the booty hole was tight as a motherfucker. They didn't need that.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't need that. That's very true.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing.
To Tyler's point, part of that probably because they were at home. Like that, it definitely helps.
They have solid ass role players. You know what I'm saying? Great decision makers. When
Donovan was in the chat that they're 17-1 when Dean Wade plays at all, which is Dean Wade. Like, kind of who cares about Dean Wade? But they're 17-1 with him. There's also a rematch of this game next week, Thursday. We might have to go live after.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah. It's gonna be a doozy. Is it gonna be at OKC though?
Let me check.
Well, yeah.
It's at OKC, and it's a 4:30 game. But then the late game is Rockets Kings.
Also, Evan Mobley's a bucket. So, in big moments when they need a bucket, they were calling his number. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With Donovan Mitchell on the team, that's crazy.
That's something that I think we should highlight is how good those Cleveland guards like Donovan and Darius are at passing out of the double, because we saw OKC sending the double on them a lot, and they were finding those guys down low. They were finding Evan and Jared down low, and Evan and Jared were making those touches count, bro. Like they're just a nightmare offensively. You can't do anything with them. But to OKC's credit, Caruso was out. They'll have Chet by playoff time. And they're still the number 1 defense in the league, and they're only going to get better when Chet comes back. Of course, when Caruso comes back too. So yeah, man, that could potentially be a finals preview, but I don't know. I still, they're going to have to prove it. I still think the Celtics.
The script writers don't want it to be the finals, but I'd tap the fuck in. What we saw last night was special.
The DraftKings odds currently are Celtics 1, Thunder still 2, Cavs 3. So interested to see how that those lines move.
NFL playoffs. We're talking about NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action of DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the NFL playoffs, and the key to you scoring big is betting on them at DraftKings, the number 1 place to bet touchdowns.
Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. My Washington Commanders are in the playoffs, so I'm locked in all the way with Jaden Daniels props. Here's another reason to watch your favorite players crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly.
Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.